see. We can ask the crematorium staff. They'll handle it for a small fee." "That won't do," I said. My sister was afraid of water. She couldn't swim. Honda and my sister had taught at the same cram school. It was he who had arranged my accommodations. "It's sparsely furnished, but cheap and livable," he had said. A completely accurate description. A queen-sized bed, a small television, a wardrobe, and a dressing table with matching chair. That was all. The furniture was dated but functional. Relatively clean, the room had an ensuite bathroom and a slightly musty odor. I placed the urn on the dressing table and looked at my watch. It was 2:30, so I had an hour to make my way to the police station. I took off my suit and left it hanging over the back of the chair. I needed to shower, to wash away the smell of the funeral incense. Sliding the bathroom door, I glanced at the dressing table. The urn stood there, silently. I arrived at the police station to find a lone young officer manning the counter. I was the only visitor. When I gave the man my name, he stood to open the office door. "Follow me," he said, and I did, surprised he would leave the counter unattended. The officer led me down a cramped corridor and gestured for me to enter the room on the right. I knocked on the door twice, took a deep breath, and turned the knob. "Excuse me," I said. A middle-aged man sat behind a desk, piled high with folders. His hair was thinning, and he wore a faded black suit over a crumpled white shirt. For a police officer, the man dressed sloppily. The room we were in was windowless and smaller than I'd expected. Perhaps it was designed to make visitors feel claustrophobic. The desk ran from wall to wall, dividing the office in two. I wondered how the officer managed to get to his chair each morning. Did he climb over the desk or crawl underneath it? He looked at me. "Mr. Ren Ishida?" "Yes." "Please, have a seat." He motioned to the two empty chairs in front of the desk. "I'm sorry for what happened to Miss Keiko Ishida. This must be a difficult time for you and your family." He shifted the folders over to one side and handed me his business card. "I'm in charge of Miss Ishida's case. You can call me Oda." I nodded and read the card. Hidetoshi Oda, Senior Detective. "Mr. Ishida, I need you to tell me as much information as you can." He took out a tape recorder. "May we proceed?" "Yes." The detective pressed the record button, looked at his watch, and began a well-rehearsed script. He gave the time, date, and location of the interview before introducing himself and me. I confirmed my identity, and he started with the official interview. "Tell me about your sister," he said. "Were you two close?" "I suppose so. She called at least once a week," I answered. "When was the last time you spoke to her?" "Last Monday." He turned his table calendar to face me. "That would have been the 6th of June?" "Yes." "June 6, 1994, he muttered into the tape recorder. "And what did you talk about?" I stared at the blank wall behind him. "Nothing much. Just the usual stuff." "Can you be more specific?" I took a moment to recall our last conversation. What had we talked about? Yes, of course. We talked about my date. "Did you go out with Nae this weekend?" my sister asked. "Uh-huh," I answered. "The obligatory Saturday night date." "Where did you go?"